Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Danti Swapadantikam Vandem Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamala Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Nitam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Putri Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nityanami Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshana Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Dear devotees, I hope you all had a very wonderful Janmashtami celebrations. Haribol and Prabhupada appearance festival also. It was a hectic week of celebrations first, but it was very joyful celebrations. Just that 1 week from last week, I was just thinking next Wednesday when I give class, the celebrations will be over. So we all had a very wonderful celebrations. So we will continue with the discussion with the Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila. Mahaprabhu meeting Vallabha Bhatta. So the scene is Vallabha Bhatta comes to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Vallabha Bhatta wants to share his realizations on Srimad Bhagavatam. And he is like the commentator Sridhar Swami's realization. Apparently, Vallabha Bhatta feels that it's inappropriate, and he has his own understanding, and which he wants to tell to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. And Mahaprabhu is like, I don't. Then he gives various analogies how the wife should be chaste to her husband, like that. And so many of the arguments, Vallabha Bhatta's arguments, Mahaprabhu refutes, and even the devotees do not encourage him. Then, because Vallabha Bhatta was a nice devotee, that is a very important thing. We may have all our conditionings for whatever reasons, through previous birth, or through karma, or through inheritance, or through associate, whatever reason we may be filled with bad conditionings. But nonetheless, if we have that kind of a sincerity, of a humility to accept it and want to understand it, I want to improve myself. If that kind of sincere thought, if we have also, Lord is very pleased. Lord does not judge on our already existing conditionings, which we do not have much control on. But what we have control is, we understand, yes, I have these shortcomings, and sincerely, Lord, I want to overcome them. What if it takes a little harder step for me to do, so that I can overcome my shortcomings? Please, Lord, I want to do it. If we show our sincerity to the Supreme Lord, then Lord makes the arrangements. Similarly, Vallabha Bhatta, being a nice devotee, he really understood that I am being proud of myself. And this is what Mahaprabhu is not approving. So then he approaches Vallabha Bhatta, and he approaches Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and says that I am very sorry. And so only because of my pride, I'm finding faults with everybody, to the level of finding faults with Sridhar Swami, the commentator of Srimad Bhagavatam also, and with all the other devotees also. And I'm feeling that I am great. So when he understood, and when he was humble, and he comes and approaches Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, immediately Mahaprabhu accepts him. So we'll continue with our understanding. I think Shoch Mataji, you can read. I will share my screen quickly. 1 minute. Yes, we are there. Okay. 7:131.
131. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Gosam ki Jai. Hare Bol.
Yeah.
Text number 131.
Yeah.
Let me open Mataji 1 second.
Yeah. I've shared my screen also if you want to check. See like that.
Okay. प्रभु काहे तुमी पंडिता महाभगवता दुई गुण यहाँ कहाँ नहीं गर्भ पर्वता. Synonymous translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "You are both a greatly learned scholar and a great devotee. Wherever there are two such attributes, there cannot be a mountain of false pride."
So when we are so a devotee, whatever accomplishments he has, he may be a great poet, he may be a great scholar, he may be very beautiful, he may be have lot of riches, but the point that he is a devotee means there will be no pride. So that is to say, if we are proud, we cannot call ourselves devotees. So then Mahaprabhu says that you are a learned scholar and a devotee, so there should not be any pride, and you don't have pride like that. He says. Yes, Mataji. Next one.
Number 132.
Yeah.
Sridhara Swami Nindi Nijatika.
Wait, my screen is not changing. One second. Huh, now you read.
Text 132. Sridhara Swami Nindi Nijatika Kara. Sridhara Swami Nahi Mana Eka Gharvadhara. Translation: You have dared to criticize Sridhara Swami and you have begun your own commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, not accepting his authority. That is your false pride.
So Mahaprabhu points out clearly when if somebody comes with their own understandings, they may be finding faults with so many. But if they're not ready to listen, no, then whatever we speak, it's of no use. So Vallabhata was constantly approaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was constantly approaching the different devotees, and people started kind of ignoring him. And then when he was ready to hear, when he understood that yes, this is mistake I'm doing, and in that mood when he comes to talk to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is the time Mahaprabhu tells, see, you are dared to criticize Sridhar Swami also. And now Vallabhata's mind is his fully accepting mood is there. So now with whatever Mahaprabhu says, I'll accept. He's in the accepting mode. That is very important when we are trying to correct others. If they're not in that mood and we do not have the right adhikar, then there is no point. Simply we'll be wasting our energy, and we will spoil our relationships also. Yes, Mataji, next one.
Text 133. Sridhara Swami Prasade Bhagavata Jani Jagat Guru Sridhara Swami Guru Karimani. Translation: Sridhara Swami is the spiritual master of the entire world because by his mercy we can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. I therefore accept him as a spiritual master.
So, Sridhar Swami is an authorized translator, means he is the authorized personality, and he has written the commentary for the Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, Vallabhata dared to uh, correct on Sridhar Swami's commentary. So, that Mahaprabhu was absolutely not accepting it. So, that is what Mahaprabhu tells it to Vallabhata now. Yes, Mataji.
Text 134. Sridhara upare dharve yehi kichu likhide Arthavyasta likhana seyi lokena manide. Translation: Whatever you might write due to false pride, trying to surpass Sridhara Swami would carry a contrary purport. Therefore, no one should pay attention to it. Purport by Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Srimad Bhagavatam has many tikas or commentaries following the parampara system, but Sridhara Swami is first. The commentaries of all the other acharyas follow this. The parampara system does not allow one to deviate from the commentaries of the previous acharya. By depending upon the previous acharya, one can write beautiful commentaries. However, one cannot defy the previous acharya. The false pride that makes one think that we can write better than the previous acharyas will make one's comments faulty. At the present moment, it has become fashionable for everyone to write in his own way, but such writing is never acceptable by serious devotees because of false pride. Every scholar and philosopher wants to exhibit his learning by interpreting the Shastras, especially the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, in his own way. This system of commenting is one's own way is fully condemned by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, he says, Adda Vyasta Likhane Sevi. Commentaries written according to one's own philosophical way are never accepted. No one will appreciate such commentaries on the revealed scriptures.
So this is
Haribol.
very important. Here, the principle of humility is very strongly highlighted. So if a book appears in parampara system, then it is just up to us to accept it as it is. We may not understand it fully because of our whatever reasons, our intelligence or our conditioning, whatever we call. But if the book, the commentary has been passed on in parampara, then we have to simply accept it. So what Prabhupada is writing is, now it has, before Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is, so many people had come out with different versions of Bhagavad Gita with their own intellectual understandings. That when Krishna says it's me, Shri Bhagavan Vaja, then it is not the Bhagavan, it is the so some understanding they have. So point is, so it is. Authority means we have to accept the authority and we can build on that. Like Srila Prabhupada, when he was writing his commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, he referred to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Tikas, to Sridhar Swami's commentaries, and then he did not change anything in the principle. He wrote the purpose which is more applicable and more understanding to the current generation. So made it more easier for people to understand what it means. But otherwise, the principles, the underlying principles cannot be changed and was not changed. That is how it is supposed to be. Similarly, with the Kaviraj Goswami also, we had the Chaitanya Bhagavata already by Vrindavan Das Thakur, it was there. Then on that, because Vrindavan Das Thakur, because of the voluminous size of the book, it was growing very big. By the time Mahaprabhu reached Sannyas Lila, so the book had become very voluminous and Chaitanya Bhagavata was stopped there. So then when Kaviraj Goswami wanted to start writing the commentary for Chaitanya Charitamrita, he did not edit on any of the stories or comments or pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, Balya pastimes of Chaitanya Bhagavat. So he just mentioned Kaviraj Goswami in his Adi Lila, he just mentioned, and whichever Chaitanya Bhagavata did not touch upon, Kaviraj Goswami elaborated. So Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita, they complement each other. So a reader who reads both will know the entire pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Means whatever is been spoken. So that is how author humility, that is the exhibition of humility of a great scholar and a devotee. If that is the combination, this is how they do. So this is what Mahaprabhu is telling to Vallabha Bhatt. Mataji, next one, 135.
Text number 135. Sridharera Anugata Ekare Likana Sabaloka Manya Kari Grahana. Translation: one who comments on Srimad Bhagavatam following in the footsteps of Sridhara Swami will be honored and accepted by everyone.
So he said, if you follow Sridhar Swami's commentaries, naturally and automatically all devotees will accept you. Then you don't have to be disheartened that devotees are not encouraging you or entertaining you. The reason is you are not following the authority, like that he told clearly. Swati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Sridharanugatakara Bhagavata Vyakhyana Abhimanachari Bhaja Krishna Bhagavan. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Put forth your explanation of Srimad Bhagavatam following in the footsteps of Sridhara Swami, giving up your false pride, worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna.
So he says, this is what you are supposed to do. Next one, Mataji.
Aparada Chadikara Krishna Sankirtana Achirat Prabhe
Tabe.
Achirat Tabe Krishnera Charana. Abandon translation by Prabhupada. Abandoning your offenses, chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the holy names of Lord, then very soon you will achieve shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna.
So he says that that's all you are supposed to do. Just be humble, chant sincerely without committing offenses, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and immediately it will be Shuddha Nama. By chanting Shuddha Nama, very soon you will attain the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. Mataji, next.
Bhattaka he adi more hai ila prasanna ekadina puna pura mana nimantrana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Vallabha Bhatta Acharya requested Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you are actually my pleased with me, please accept my invitation once again.
What happened is Vallabha Bhatta at Prayaga, he had Rupa Goswami was there, Vallabha Bhatta was there, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had accepted invitation at Vallabha Bhatta's house. Now what's happening in Jagannath Puri, Vallabha Bhatta is like he wants to tell something and he was little proud, and so whatever, all these things happened. So now Vallabha Bhatta clearly understood, yeah, this is the mistake I did. And when we realize a mistake and if we're little sincere, we understand that, Chha, I should have not done like that. When we start feeling very bad, when we are doing bad, we may not feel so much and we are transcendental in our own way. But when we really understand the mistake, the gravity of the mistake we have done, then we really feel bad. And now Vallavat understood, he told sorry, Mahaprabhu told okay, no problem. After all that, Vallavat is like, if you're really pleased with him, please come home again once more, like that. So that he's like sure that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is happy. Mataji, next one.
प्रभु अवतीर्ण हैन जगत हरिते मलिन मानिलेन निमंत्रण तारे सुख दीते. Translation by Prabhupada PJ. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who descended to deliver the entire universe, accepted the invitation of Vallabha Bhatta just to give him happiness.
Mahaprabhu is also very kind and merciful and he's like, yes, yes, no problem, I'll come again. Next one, Mataji.
जागे तरहित हुका यही प्रभु रमाना झंडकारी कारे तारा हृदय शोधना. Translation by Srila Prabhupada PJ. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always eager to see everyone in the material world happy. Therefore, sometimes he chastises someone just to purify his heart.
So Mahaprabhu is always kind, merciful. He wants to deliver everybody. Everybody should reach the lotus feet of Krishna. That is what Mahaprabhu has come down for. So in the process, if somebody is a devotee, but he has a little thing of pride or something, the Mahaprabhu makes an effort so that he is purified by that little conditionings and then he ascends towards the lotus feet of Krishna. So that is what Mahaprabhu and Vallabhata, that exchange, that is what happened. Sudha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी दंडवत प्रणाम.
Dandavat.
स्वगण सहित प्रभुरा निमंत्रण कैला महाप्रभु तारे तबे प्रसन्न हईला. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Vallabha Bhatta invited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, the Lord was very pleased with him.
So Vallabha Bhatta also very carefully invited Mahaprabhu as well as his associates. Mahaprabhu was very happy. Yes, Mataji.
जगदंद पंडितेर शुद्ध गढ़ भावा सत्य भामा प्राया प्रेम वाम्य स्वभावा. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jagadananda Pandita's pure ecstatic love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very deep. It can be compared to the love of Satyabhama, who always quarreled with Lord Krishna.
So Jagannath Pandita was a very close associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his mood was like in Satyabhama in the Krishna Lila. And what was Satyabhama's mood in Krishna Lila? She is like very dominating kind of personality. Rukmini is very sober, and whatever Krishna says, she is like that accepting. And Satyabhama is like kind of challenging. Everybody are pure devotees of the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, they cannot be wives of Krishna, like anyone of like our conditioned souls. Nonetheless, they have different rasa with Krishna in the objective to please Krishna. Krishna is happy with the Saumya rasa, Vamya rasa, all that rasas. And so different personalities are all around him to give that kind of a rasa to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Krishna. So here Jagannatha Pandita is in that mood of like Satyabhama is towards Krishna, like that Jagadananda Pandita is towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Little fighting mood and like that. Mataji, next one.
Yes, text 143. भारा भारा प्रणय कलह करे प्रभु साने अन्योन्ये कटमति चले दुई जने. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jagadananda Pandita was accustomed to provoking loving quarrels with the Lord. There was always some disagreement between them.
Jagannathan Pandit wants to do something, Mahaprabhu is like, no. And Jagannathan, no, I will do, then Mahaprabhu, no. Then Jagannathan Pandit will get angry, then Mahaprabhu will try to pacify him. That time Jagannathan Pandit will not agree. And then Mahaprabhu will be pacifying him. Like that and all. So that is the level of intimacy they have. Only those who are intimate can do, not others who cares for whom. Mataji, next one.
Yes, ma'am. Text 144. गदाधरा पंडितेरा शुद्ध गाढ भावा रुक्मिणी देवीरा यायचे दक्षिण स्वभावा. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Gadadhara Pandita's pure ecstatic love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also very deep. It was like that of Rukmini Devi, who was always especially submissive to Krishna.
So Gadadhar Pandit is like the mood of Rukmini Devi, and our Jagadananda Pandita is like Satyabhama. Rukmini is very sober and sincere, and yes, yes, and so Satyabhama is like, no, why? Like that. Next one, Mataji.
Yes, text 145. Tanra pranaya rosha dekite prabhura ichha haya aishwarya jnane tanra rosha nahi upajaya. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes desired to see Gadadhar Pandita's affectionate anger, but because of his knowledge of the Lord's opulences, his anger was never invoked. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Joking with Rukmini Devi in Dwaraka, Krishna once advised her to accept another husband because he was unfit for her. Rukmini Devi, however, unable to understand his joking words, took them very seriously and immediately fell to the ground in fear of separation from him. In the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagadananda Pandita was always in disagreement with the Lord like Satyabhama, whereas Gadadhara Pandita was always awed by the Lord's opulence and was therefore submissive to the Lord under all circumstances.
So these are the different kinds of moods and kind of dealings of the Lord and his devotees. So Rukmini Devi, that past time Prabhupada is telling that how once jokingly Krishna says that I think you should marry someone, and she immediately felt separation from Krishna and fell unconscious apparently. And here Satyabhama is like anything you shall go for a fight. So that are the different moods of the devotees with the Supreme Lord. Krishnamurti Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी, प्रणाम माताजी.
Dandavat pranams Prabhuji.
ये shall I recite माताजी?
Yes, please.
ये लक्ष्य पाना प्रभु कैला रोषा भाषा सुनी पंडित चित्ते उपजिला त्रासा. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. For this purpose, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes showed his apparent anger. Hearing of his anger inspired great fear in the heart of Gadadhara Pandita.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kind of chastised Gadadhar. No, basically Gadadhar Pandit never opens his harshly, doesn't speak only, and sometimes Mahaprabhu really wanted to hear. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shows his little anger, then Gadadhar Pandit cannot tolerate at all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's anger. That was their mood. Because he was in the mood of Rukmini Devi. And it is like Radharani also it is told. Next one. What's happening? 1 second. Yes.
पूर्वेयेन कृष्णायादि परिहासा कैला सुनी रुक्मिणीर माने त्रास उपजिला. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Previously in Krishna Lila, when Lord Krishna joked with Rukmini Devi, she took his words seriously and fear awoke within her mind.
Next one.
वल्लभ भत्तेरहय वात्सल्य उपासना बाल गोपाल मंत्रे देहो करे न सेवा. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Vallabha Bhatta was accustomed to worshipping the Lord as child Krishna. Therefore, he had been initiated into the Bala Gopala mantra and was thus worshipping the Lord.
So now Vallabha Bhatta, we have this Gopal, many people have Gopal deity at home, no? Basically, it's from the Vallabha Sampradaya. So Vallabha Bhatta was worshipping, and so for that he had a Bala Gopala mantra. So now what happens? Mataji, Prabhuji.
पंडिते रसाने तारा मना फिरी गेला किशोर गोपाल उपासनाया मना दिला. Translation by Sri Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. In the association of Gadadhara Pandita, his mind was converted and he dedicated his mind to worshipping Kishore Gopala, Krishna is a young boy.
So now what happened is our Vallabha was associating with Gadadhar Pandit, and then now he started feeling to worship Kishore Gopala. That is our regular Krishna, 16 years old boy. Yes,
Pan-
Prabhuji.
पंडित पंडित पंडितेर रथानि चाये मंत्रादि सिखिते पंडित कहे ये कर्म न है आम हईते. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Vallabha Bhatta wanted to be initiated by Gadadhara Pandita, but Gadadhara Pandita refused, saying, the work of acting as a spiritual master is not possible for me. Hare
Vallabha
Krishna
Bhatta was
Mataji.
very much heart he had given to Gadadhar Pandit, and he is like Gadadhar Pandit, he wanted to accept him as a spiritual master. But Gadadhar Pandit was not ready for it. He is like, I cannot take that responsibility. Gandhi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
This is Antya 7.151. Ami Paratantra Amara Prabhu Gaurachandra Tandra Ajna Veena Amina Haya Swatantra. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. I am completely dependent. My Lord is Gaurachandra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I cannot do anything independently without his order. Hare Krishna.
So, who is telling this? Gadadhar Pandit is telling that I cannot do because I have to do whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells only. Like that, Gadadhar Pandit replies to Vallabha Bhatta. Next one, Mataji.
152. तुमिये अमरतनी कर आगमन tahete prabhu more dena olahara. Translation: My dear Vallabha Bhatta, your coming to me is not appreciated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, he sometimes speaks to chastise
me. Chastise me means scold me. So, Gadadhar Pandit is telling to Vallabha Bhatta, please don't come with all this kind of request to me. Mahaprabhu does not like it, and I do whatever Mahaprabhu likes only because Mahaprabhu does not like. Sometimes scold me, please do not come with such requests to me. Like that, he requests Vallabha Bhatta, who is requesting Gadadhar Pandit to Vallabha Bhatta. Next one, Mataji.
येई माता बटेरा कते का दीना गेला शेषी यदि प्रभु तारा सुप्रसन्न हैला निमत्रे नेरा दीना पंडिते बोलैला स्वरूप जगदानंद गोविंदे पातेला. Translation: Some days passed, and when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally pleased with Vallabha Bhatta, accepted invitation, the Lord sent Swarupa Damodara, Jagadananda Pandita and Govinda to call for Gadadhara Pandita.
So what happens is now Vallabha Bhatta had wanted to give prasad, serve. He had invited Mahaprabhu to his home. So that invitation was pending. After some days, Mahaprabhu kind of agreed. So then he had Mahaprabhu was called with his associates. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Swarup Damodar Prabhu, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Jagadananda Pandita, Govinda, everybody to call Gadadhar Pandit also to go to Vallabha Bhatta's house because Vallabha Bhatta had extended his invitation. Mataji, next one.
Mataji, okay. But
What happened?
तुम्हारे उपेक्षण
Cannot hear.
Pandita Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu neglected you. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
On the way, Swarup Dama said to Gadadhar Pandit, Sri Chaitanya wanted to test you, therefore he neglected. So in between what was happening is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not talking so well to Gadadhar Pandit. And Gadadhar Pandit thought that is because Vallabha Bhatta was coming to me and putting his request to me to be his spiritual master. Mahaprabhu is not liking, so Mahaprabhu is kind of ignoring me. So now Swarup Damodar Goswami is telling to Gadadhar Pandit, simply he has done this to test you. You did not do any mistake. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows this. So that is how devotees should be with each other. We should not be envious. And if one devotee is feeling sad about a particular issue, then we should extend ourselves to see and make sure that the devotee is very happy. So ideally is when we are in association of devotees, all devotees should be happy. When all are happy, we are become more happy. We cannot be happy when others are sad. When that is there, the happiness which we experience is very short lived. And after some time, we'll get bored and we get more envious and we get more frustrated. But if we are happy for others' happiness and if we want to we help to make others more happy, the happiness stays for a long time with us also. So we should understand that in good association, when we do good, when we are humble, when we are supportive, when we are in all these positive qualities, the bliss and joy which we experience within our heart is long term. That is more sustainable. When that is written long, then we feel very happy in this process of Krishna consciousness. Others, we get personally frustrated. The point is, so for our own good, we should understand that we should be good with others, we should be positive with others, we should be helpful to others, we should be, what do you say, humble, we should not be in a very arrogant mood. All this, we should do it so that we are happy in the long term. Dr. K. Karpagavalli Mataji, just now you were there. Where are you? Mataji, you are there coming? Oh, she disconnected. Okay, who wants to read?
Shall I continue, Mataji?
Sudha. Okay.
Okay, yes, please.
Yes, Sudha Mataji. You
Hare
raise your
Krishna
hand.
Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pranam. 56. तुम्ही केने अशी तांरे नादिला ओलाहना पिता प्रायहना कहे करीला सहाना. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Why did you retaliate by replacing him? Why did you
Reproaching him. Retaliate, reproaching
Oh,
him.
sorry. Why did you retaliate?
Why did you not
by
retaliate by reproaching him?
reproaching him? Why did you fearfully tolerate his criticism?
So who was criticizing? Mahaprabhu was jokingly criticizing Gadadhar Pandit. So Sarup Damodar Goswami is asking Gadadhar Pandit, why did you keep quiet? Why did he keep quiet? Because that is his mood. Mood is of Rukmini Devi. Mataji, next one.
157. Pandita kahe na Prabhu swatantra swajana shiromani tara sanre hata kari bhala nahi mani. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Gadadhara Pandita said, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is completely independent. He is the topmost omniscient personality. It would not look well for me to talk to him as if I were his equal.
So he's telling that no, I can't talk very like equal like that. I can't talk to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever he says, I keep quiet only. Whatever he says, I just keep quiet because that is his mood. Next one.
Text 158. Yehi kahe sei sahi nija shire dhari apane kari bena kripa guna dosha vichari. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. I can tolerate whatever he says, bearing it upon my head. He will automatically be merciful to me after considering my faults and attributes.
So that is the mood of Gadadhar Pandit, like Rukmini Devi. Whatever Krishna says, Rukmini Devi kept quiet. Similar, whatever Mahaprabhu says, right, wrong, he doesn't judge at all, and he just keep quiet. And that is his mood. Is whatever Mahaprabhu says, I'll keep quiet, and that way I will follow his instructions, and that way Mahaprabhu will be pleased with me. Goal is that Mahaprabhu should always be pleased with me. For that, if I feel that is I'm wrong, I'm not wrong, but I'm getting chastised, that I'm okay. I'm right. Mahaprabhu is happy with me. That also I'm okay. Anything I'm okay. Just my objective is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be happy. That's all. Yes, Mataji. 159.
159. Eta bali pandita prabhura sthane aila rodhana kariya prabhura charane padila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. After saying this, Gadadhara Pandita went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and fell down crying at the lotus feet of the Lord.
So now Gadadhar Pandit went and cried to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Next one, Mataji.
160. Ishat hasiya Prabhu kaila alingana sabhare sunana kahena madhura vachana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Smiling slightly, the Lord embraced him and spoke sweet words so that others would also hear.
What was happening is Mahaprabhu was kind of chastening Gadadhar Pandit was feeling very sad. And Swarup Damodar Goswami said, don't worry, just to test you, he's telling. And Gadadhar Pandit still, he was like, okay. And then he goes and falls at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now Mahaprabhu is like very happy only. He's embracing you. Now Mahaprabhu is going to glorify Gadadhar Pandit. Mataji, Chandana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Text 161. Amicha lailo toma tumina chalila krodhe kichu na kahila shakala sahila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I wanted to agitate you, the Lord said, but you did not become agitated. Indeed, you could not say anything in anger. Instead, you tolerated everything.
Pakka like Rukmini Devi. So Mahaprabhu is talking to Gadadhar Pandit. I could not agitate you at all. So many things I told. So that I just wanted to see your anger also. But you just tolerated everything. That way glorifies. Next one, Mataji.
Amara bhagite tomara mana na chalila shudhav sarala bhave amare ki nila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Your mind was not disturbed by my tricks. Rather, you stayed fixed in your simplicity. In this way, you have purchased me.
He was very pleased, very, very pleased. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased with Gadadhar Pandit's attitude. Mataji, next.
Panditera bhava mudra kahana nayaya Gadadhara prananatha namahailaya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. No one can describe the characteristics and ecstatic love of Gadadhara Pandita. Therefore, another name for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gadadhara Prananatha, the life and the soul of Gadadhara Pandita.
So loving they are. So loving for each other. He's called as Gadadhara Prananatha. So how much Gadadhar Pandit would have pleased Mahaprabhu. Actually, Gadadhar Pandit is Rukmini Devi. He is Radharani also. So naturally and automatically, they are same personalities actually in one way. 164, yeah.
Pandite Prabhura Prasada Kahana Nayaya Gadaira Gauranga Bali Yare Loka Gaya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. No one can say how merciful the Lord is to Gadadhara Pandita, but people know the Lord as Gadadhara Gauranga, the Lord
Gadaira Gauranga.
Gadaira Gauranga, the Lord Gauranga of Gadadhara Pandita.
That is the love for each other. Next one.
Chaitanya Prabhura Lila ke bhujite pare eka Lilaya vahe gangara shata dhare. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. No one can understand the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are like the Ganges, for hundreds and thousands of branches flow from even one of his activities.
So see, actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela is what you say, it is a sieve. That is, there is no end to it. But see, simply in our unfortunate lives also, whatever morning to evening, every moment, if we start describing so many things we have done. So it's Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who has done, he has done so many leelas throughout the day. Here, there, something. What we know is very, 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 very small, very fraction of the leelas. So, but otherwise, his leela is ananta. They are like the Ganges, for hundreds and thousands of branches flow from even one of his activities. So many things he does. So many by his expression, by his words, by his activities. So many other things. So many things he accomplishes because he is the supreme personality of Godhead also. So that is Kaviraj Goswami is glorified. Dr. K. Karpagavalli Mataji. That time I called your name. You were not there.
Mataji, current cut Mataji. That's why I'm not.
No problem.
Thank you, Mataji. The text 166. Panditera Sauchanya Brahma Yata Guna Prada Prema Mudita Loke Karila Kapana. Translation by Prabhupada Kiji. Gadadhara Pandita is celebrated all over the world for his gentle behavior, his Brahminical attributes, and his steady love for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Next one, Mataji.
Next one, 167. Abhimana Pankaduna Batera Sudila Sedivara Arasaba Loke Sikhaila. Translation by Prabhupada Kije. The Lord purified Vallabha Bhatta by cleansing him of the mud of false pride. By such activities of Lord also instructed others.
So
Text
we heard about Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Pandit, we heard about Mahaprabhu and Vallabha Bhatta, we heard about Mahaprabhu and Jagadanand. So this way Mahaprabhu deals with his different associates like that. Next one, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. 168. Antaya Anugraha Baki Upe Sara
Raya.
Raya
Bhai Artha Yehi Laya.
Isa Nasaya. Translation by Prabhupada Kiji. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was actually always merciful within his heart, but he was sometimes externally negligent of his devotees. We should not be preoccupied with this external feature. However, for if we do so, we shall be vanquished.
So now we should not think that, oh, Mahaprabhu is like this. Mahaprabhu is like this. If we think we are gone, done, or good, whatever little. So we cannot judge Mahaprabhu only. So these are his different rasas, different activities, which we cannot understand. Mataji, next one.
169. Niguda Chaitanya Lila Puji Heta Kara Sakti Sai Buji Gaura Chandri Yantra Ditra Bhakti. Translation by Prabhupada. The pastimes of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very deep.
Are very deep.
Are very deep. Who can understand them? Only one who has firm, deep devotion to his lotus feet can understand these pastimes.
So to understand them also, we should have that deep devotion to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That time the real understanding will be in our heart. Otherwise, we may end up judging Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mataji, next one.
Now 170. And Dinantre Pandita Kaila Prabhuda Nemantara Prabhu Tahan Bhiksha Kaila Lana Nijagwana. Translation by Prabhupada Kiji and Prabhupada Kiji. Another day, Gadadhara Pandita invited Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to dinner. The Lord took prasadam at his home with his personal associate. The purport, shall I read, Mataji?
Yes.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura comments that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu acted as a very merciful well-wisher towards Vallabha Bhatta by externally neglecting him in many ways to purify him of his false pride in being a learned scholar. The Lord neglected Gadadhara Pandita for a few days because of his associating with Vallabha Bhatta. Actually, he was not at all displeased with Gadadhara Pandita. Indeed, because Gadadhara Pandita is a personal potency of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is no chance of the Lord being dissatisfied with him. However, a person who is too much attracted to externals cannot understand the deep meaning of these dealings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If one therefore becomes disrespectful to Gadadhara Pandita, he will surely be vanquished.
Point is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or his associates, we cannot point fingers, we cannot be judgmental towards them. And Gadadhar Pandit is the personal potency, he is Rukmini Devi, he is Radharani. So there is no question of him being Mahaprabhu being displeased. So these are all the different activities, the different leelas of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu simply to give pleasure to his readers and his devotees. So we should understand that way, and we should always be sincere in our devotional service so that we get the right understanding and we remain at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Uma Devi Mataji, next one. Uma Devi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavats.
Tahe Vallabha Bhatta Prabhura Agna Laila Pandita Tani Purva Praktitha Sabha Siddhi Haila. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. There Vallabha Bhatta took permission from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his desire to be initiated by Gadadhara Pandita was thus fulfilled.
So now what was happening is Vallabha Bhatta was constantly approaching Gadadhar Pandit. And because of that, and in between Vallabha Bhatta had a little tinge of pride and all that we know. So Mahaprabhu was not talking to Gadadhar Pandit. And Gadadhar Pandit was feeling so tension because I don't want Vallabha Bhatta, I don't want to be the spiritual master. I don't want that position. And because he is coming, Mahaprabhu is not talking. He was completely in very situation. So now everything was settled. Mahaprabhu had his own Leela. And now Pallava Bhatta took permission. His heart was also clear now. So Pallava Bhatta got permission from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to take initiation from Gadadhar Pandit. So everything was done. Everybody is happy now. Next.
Text 172. Eita kahila vallabha tera milana yahara sarvane paya.
Shravane.
Shravane paya gaura prema dhana. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have thus explained the Lord's meeting with Vallabha Bhatta. By hearing of this incident, one can achieve the treasure of love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hari Bol, everybody. Hari Bol. Next one. Next one.
Text 173. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padeya Rasa Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Dasa, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, 7th chapter, describing the meeting of Vallabha Bhatta with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. We'll start. Ramachandra Puri criticizes the Lord. Okay. Mataji, you can continue it.
Okay, Mataji. Text 1. Chapter 8, Ramachandra Puri criticizes the Lord. Text 1. Tam vande Krishna Chaitanyam Ramachandra Puri Bhayat Laukikarhat Swam Yo Vikasanam
Vikshanam
Samakochayat. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who reduced his eating due to fear of the criticism of Ramchandra Puri.
These events will be described in this chapter. Next one, Mataji.
Text 2. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Karuna Sindhu Avatara Brahma Siva Dikha Bhaje Charanayanhara. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of the ocean of mercy. His lotus feet were worshipped by demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva.
Next one.
Text 3. Jaya Jaya Advaita Chandra
Avadhuta Chandra
Jaya Jaya Avaduta Chandra Nityananda Jagat Bandila Ena Diya Prema Panda.
Aram say no hurry.
Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Nityananda Prabhu, the greatest of mendicants, who bound the entire world with a knot of ecstatic love for God.
Very well. So beginning of every chapter, our humility of Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami, he glorifies all the personal associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in fullest glory. That is how every chapter begins like that. Every chapter he ends with the Shad Goswamis. Glorification. Next one, Mataji.
Text 4. Jaya Jaya Advaita Ishvara Avatara Krishna Avatari Kaila Jagat Nistara. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Advaita Prabhu, the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He induced Krishna to descend and thus delivered the entire world.
Very well.
Text 5. Jaya Jaya Srivasadiyata Bhakta Gana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Yanra Pranadhana. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to all the devotees headed by Srivasa Thakura. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is their life and soul.
So basically it is a Panchatattva. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. He glorified Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. He glorified Avadhuta as Nityananda. Prabhu Sri Advaita, Advaitacharya, Gadadhara, Srivas. So everybody, all the immediate associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every chapter beginning में in different ways, our Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami glorifies them and takes his blessings. So basically somebody told me once that when we go in front of the Lord, we should tell some praise and glorification of the Lord, not tell the list of issues which we are facing. If we don't know shlokas, if we don't, we can tell in our own ways. Otherwise, some simple shloka we can know and we can just glorify. We can recite that in front of the Supreme Lord. So that is how Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami here too, he has written his own shlokas. That is how he starts every chapter. And now who wants to read the last 5 shlokas very quickly? We have some time.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Who is someone else? No one? Swati.
Swati.
Yes, can.
येई माता गौदा चंद्र निज भक्त संगे नीला चले क्रीडा करे कृष्णा प्रेम तरंगे. Translation by Prabhupada Jai. The Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri performed his various pastimes with his devotees in the waves of love for Krishna.
Next one.
Kena kale Ramachandra Puri Gosani Aila Paramananda Puri Re Ara Prabhu Re Midala. Translation by Prabhupada Jai. Then a sannyasi named Ramchandra Puri Gosani came to see Paramananda Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Next one.
Paramananda Puri Kaila Charana Vandana Puri Gosani Kaila Tanre Dridha Alingana. Translation and purport by Prabhupada Jai. Paramananda Puri offered respect at the feet of Ramachandra Puri, and Ramachandra Puri strongly embraced him.
Right.
Shall I read Prabhupada?
Yes.
Because Ramachandra Puri was a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, both Paramananda Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered him respectful obeisances. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that although Ramachandra Puri was naturally very envious, and although he was against the principles of Vaishnavism, or in other words, against the principles of Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees, common people nevertheless addressed him as Goswami or Gosani because he was superficially in the renounced order and dressed like a sannyasi. In modern age, the title Goswami is used by a caste of grahasthas, but formerly it was not. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, for example, were called Goswami because they were in the renounced order. Similarly, because Paramananda Puri was a sannyasi, he was called Puri Goswami. By careful scrutiny, therefore, one who will find that Goswami is not the title for a certain caste. Rather, it is properly the title for a person in the renounced order. Hare Krishna.
So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's supreme spiritual master was Ishvara Puri. His spiritual master was Madhavendra Puri. The Madhavendra Puri disciple was Ramachandra Puri also, Paramananda Puri also. So, Paramananda Puri and Ishvara Puri were kind of spiritual masters for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ramachandra Puri also was like that, in that level only. So, Paramananda Puri offered respects to Ramachandra Puri because he is like god brother, and Mahaprabhu also offers respect to Ramachandra Puri because he is like his godfather. So that way, that was the relationship maintained. And here, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur tells that how Goswami is not a caste, but it is because of the order in the like renounced order they have accepted, and who follows at the rules regulations are Goswamis. However, Ramachandra Puri was always envious, but nonetheless he was in the garb of a sannyasi, so he was still called as Goswami. Mataji, read one. Next.
Mahaprabhu Kaila Tanre Dandavatnati Alingana Kari Tenho Kaila Krishna Smriti. Translation purport by Prabhupada Jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also offered obeisances unto Ramachandra Puri, who then embraced him and thus remembered Krishna. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered obeisance to Ramachandra Puri in consideration of being a disciple of Sri Madhavendra Puri, the spiritual master of his own spiritual master Ishvara Puri. When a Vaishnava sannyasi meets another Vaishnava sannyasi, they both remember Krishna. Even Mayavadi sannyasis generally remember Narayana, who is also Krishna, by saying Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya or Namo Narayanaya. Thus, it is the duty of a sannyasi to remember Krishna. According to Smriti Shastra, a sannyasi does not offer obeisances or blessings to anyone. It is said sannyasi nirashir nirmana kriya. A sannyasi should not offer anyone blessings or obeisances.
This last one you can read.
Tina jane ishta goshti kaila kata Shana Jagadananda Pandita Tandre Kailani Mantrana. Translation by Prabhupada Jai. The three of them talked about Krishna for some time, and then Jagadananda came and extended an invitation to Ramachandra Puri.
Okay, the story begins tomorrow. Okay. ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय
हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्ण माताजी।
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओके बाय, हरे
जय
हरे
थैंक
कृष्ण।
यू माता दी, हरे
हरे कृष्ण
कृष्णा।
माताजी।